Yo, 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 I hope that you're all doing amazing. Adrian Nelson here. Just finished my weekly readings, my weekly psychic tarot readings that I do for my YouTube channel, for all zodiac signs, and obviously if you subscribe and you did all notifications, then you get a notification when they come up. So be sure that you subscribe. And I also have a free regression hypnosis, like a guided regression hypnosis session that comes up as a suggestion on your screen. That it can also really help you at the end of your reading, so that is there. But this is just a general check-in to see what oracle messages came through for you in the reading. So I'm predominantly a tarot reader, but I've found that in the last couple of weeks I always draw an oracle card. I don't know if I'll keep on doing that, but that's what I'm doing at the moment. So just giving you a bit of a sneak peek about what's coming next week. There might be some messages here for you already. So you can just look at the whole thing from beginning to end. You come across something that is really a yes for you. You say yes to that. You claim that for yourself. You say, yes, universe, I would like to have that. Or you can just go to your particular energy. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, it's got timestamps. On Facebook, it won't have timestamps, so you're going to have to sort of estimate it, or just watch it from beginning to end. All right, and then let me know how it is. I have used Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by Mike Dooley, who's really great with manifestation and law of attraction and those type of things. September is quite a bit of a turning point in energy also, like in my part of the world, in South Africa. It's officially the beginning of spring, so it's all new beginnings and new life and all those type of things here in the southern hemisphere. And then obviously look at the more northern hemisphere, it's a period of going into rest, of taking a break. It's almost like when the moon goes down, it's a time to release and to rest and get ready for new. All right. Speaking about moon cycles, very quickly there, didn't plan on speaking about it, but it came up. So manifesting with the moon, you normally get dead moon and then you get new moon or new moon. It's all like new starts and new beginnings. So if you want to start something new, manifest something new, draw something into your life, then new moon is a good time to sort of put those things out there. And as you grow towards the moon, or as the moon grows, or waxes as it's called, then you kind of build towards that manifestation. Maybe wear a crystal of abundance, something like even just like a clear quartz or a rose quartz, very simple crystal, very easy to find. Or you just keep on speaking to the universe. I'd like this, I'd like that. You think about it, you contemplate. And then as the moon is full, that's normally when that powerful energy is there. It's a time to receive. Technically speaking, the full moon itself is also the end of a cycle, but all endings are obviously always beginnings. And then when the moon goes down, you go in that surrender space, you allow, you release, clean house, clean energy, clean body, making space for what it is that you want to have in your life. All right, so I'm going to give you a bit of a message, and then I will see you on the full reading. Okay, so Sagittarius, it says that you have more options than you realize. And at the back of the card, there's a message for you as well. And it says, it sure is hard to really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons to love them. And you can. Message from the universe. More options than you realize. I feel that a lot of you sort of Sagittarius, you might have gone into a space of sort of despondency, because it feels like, this is it for you. But there is so much more that is actually coming. Okay. Capricorn. Create space for new love. Your reading was a lot about new things, that is coming up. And also something quite interesting that came up in your reading, Capricorn, is that, when we make all those safe choices in life and all those right choices in life, it's almost like the safe choices for you can actually lead to some regret. So be sure to catch your reading that is coming up later this week that really explains that quite in-depthly for you as well. And then your message at the back of the card, it says, when a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much. The universe. Create space for new love. New, improved versions of yourself. Okay? Taurus. Those you love, love you. Taurus, I must tell you, your reading was a trip. It's very much, do I stay, do I go, what do I do? Do I go this way, do I go that way? Choices, choices, choices. And instead of, the more we sometimes contemplate and think in life and, sort of thinking, mind unpacking leads to sort of clarity. For you, it's like spinning yourself in this web. you know, which could easily lead to a space that you can kind of begin to believe people don't like you, don't care about you, don't support you. You want to check that reading out. All right. Message at the back, it says, to be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget that they are watching. Tellio, the universe. All right. So that is Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Taurus. Libra. Libra, this is such a powerful question. What would love do? And then before we answer what love would do, you first want to get clarity about what love actually is and what love actually represents. And then you really want to go back and realize that the universe itself is an expression of love, and you are part of how the universe expresses possibility in human form. So knowing that you're all that, what did you now do? Who are you now? What are your choices now, beautiful Libra? And you encourage so strongly to stay focused on love. Your message at the back of the card is, do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly point your whereabouts? It's because you leave behind footprints of love. Oh, the universe. P.S. The legend of Bigfoot continues, and you are Bigfoot. Aquarius. Aquarius, most people are just trying to survive. And a lot of times we think that people are very concerned or into our lives. They don't give a shit. You know, people only care about your life, typically. Even when people call themselves highly enlightened or low vibing or whatever, people are very much the same, no matter where you really are. And people typically are interested in your life to the degree that it benefits them, you know, to the degree that it's beneficial to them. That is just how humans are. That is how animals typically are. And we put ourselves so way above animals, you know, but we're all just really beings of life, all right? There is something about you possibly missing out on amazing things in this world, amazing things that are possible for you. Speak about all of that in your reading, Aquarius. But at the back of your card, it says, just remember that most people, this sounds so like an Aquarius, most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say, please, thank you, I love you like crazy, as often as they feel the urge. Let's not be one of those people though. Thank you, please, I love you like crazy, the universe. I think something just to add with that is we can realize that in people, it still doesn't just mean that it's okay for them to just sort of step over us and we say, oh, I understand that, I'm okay with that. All right? Don't turn yourself into a doormat. Gemini. Convince yourself, not others. There was quite a bit of a vibe here, Gemini, of you maybe sort of living out other people's expectations of you, which is not in essence really wrong, as long as it's in alignment with your own expectations for yourself. Your reading speaks that it might be really time to go to a mirror, look in your own eyes, Gemini, and have that heart-to-heart, that very honest heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. Your message at the back, Gem, says the need to clarify, explain or justify oneself in personal relationships is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about what you felt. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more effective ways. Hi-ho, the universe. All right, Gemini, that's you. Pisces. Pisces, I'm telling you, your reading was on fire, Pisces. Forgive the past. Let go of the past. Embracing the future. It was almost like the universe was putting you in school, was shouting at you. So, for those of you that are watching the reading coming out later this week, Pisces, I just want to let you know that it might feel a little bit like shouting, but it was a very powerful message. And he spoke about forgiveness, the power of forgiveness, releasing yourself, releasing others, releasing yourself from the karma that is created from you not releasing. And then when you release, you create different karma. You know, because sometimes that we don't always realize is that it's in the greatest benefit of all and in growth and expansion when you take responsibility for the consequences that your actions and your choices contributed towards. All right? At the back of the card it says there, of course anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how how much more you want from the adventure. And the universe says, go for gobs. Alrighty. So that's Pisces, Cancer. Cancer, interesting one. I think it's just because it's such a Cancer thing, and people may say it's because I'm a Cancerian, but I think it's Cancer's superpower, or the thing, before I sort of understood astrology and stuff like that, I always understood that if I have pure love inside of me, it's like miracles just happen. And for a Cancerian, which I am, and I've got Aquarius, my moon in Aquarius, which is also in alignment with that, is that when you find love, that real healthy love, you are in direct communication with Source. It's like a Cancerian in love is like a psychic on fire. Like, that's amazing. And for some of you, you may have sort of lost some hope about being with someone. And your reading says that the two of you can make it work now. And there's a reason why it didn't work out before. But it says earlier disappointments were just a rehearsal for the great stuff that are coming your way now. Now it feels like the previous things shouldn't have happened, but that's all part of the plan. And the plan is for you to shine. And it says, never regret love. No matter how blind, it improved your vision. No matter how foolish, it made you wiser. And no matter how generous, it made you more. Haba haba, the universe. Cancerians looking for love. You want to watch that reading. Scorpio. Your reading was everywhere. But it was so freaking powerful. Because I channeled the messages. Halfway through your reading, I went like, oh, wow. Like, wowzer. Because I don't know what's going to come out. There's a space here almost, and I can feel that some of you are feeling very maybe sort of like pressured at the moment, like starting stuff into a sort of like a can. Because Scorpio, there's a sense here that you might be dealing with an energy where there's quite extreme sort of gaslighting going on, but it's masked as support, where it's believed that somebody is supporting you and supporting your highest good, but it's actually a way of supporting you to keep you behind, to serve their purpose, the purpose that you serve in their life. It's very, very selfish to do that sort of thing. It's a very low vibing sort of thing, and some of you are dealing with it, and you may not know, you may feel sort of cramped in that, like you're on a time limit, like a ticking bomb, but you've got time. You've got time, my beautiful Scorpios. Don't get concerned and think that things are not going to work out. Message at the back here. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to, the universe. Wildly living forever in energy and spirit. Being a human is not the end of you. It's not the start and the beginning of who you are. It's just a chapter in a very long, ever-expanding book. The book is not done being written yet. Your end is not here yet. Virgo. Virgo, I see some of you really finding love, made a connection, friendship going to the next level. But I see for some of you, there's really that fear kicking in. Or I saw in your reading that fear kicking in of, what if it's the same as last time? Or what if they're the same as the other person? What if I trust them and it doesn't work out? And you're dealing with someone here that actually wants to support your highest good. They want to be there for all the good times, but especially the bad times, so you don't have to face them alone. All right? And your message here is not, it's not only about being right, because right in your perception is not necessarily right in another person's perception. And it says in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, and wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other person's perspective. And the universe is asking you, do you agree? Do you? Let me know in the comments. Leo, intense spiritual awakening happening here for you. Leo, message upon message upon message and layer upon layer in your reading. Like, I can't even go into it because the summary is going to take like the whole reading. But look at your message. All there is to love has been there all along. It's almost like you're going into space of almost realizing that what you're looking for has always been there. You were just not in alignment with it, and now you are. all right? Your message at the back says, when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you have grown. Your reading spoke about your growth. Leo, OMG. And it says you so rock the universe. And then lastly, Aries. Aries, this is probably the most amazing reading I've ever done for you. Like, I know some of you are going through some challenges. I know that some of you really tried to make things work. You probably had a run of bad luck. Amazing things happening for you now. Amazing things. And it says you needn't worry. This message came through for you so strong, you don't need to worry. It's even circled it. And it says, there's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're just learning how to show it. Big Celeste, the universe. You don't have to worry, beautiful Aries. Everything you could ever need is already divinely taken care of, and so it is. And that's the truth for everybody, really. Okay? But especially for you, during this 1 till 10 September period, jumping ahead of timelines there. Beautiful, beautiful readings that came up. Be sure to check them out. I'm going to chillax now, work the whole day. Check my boss baby hairstyle with my gel all up. Hell of a lot of gel in my hair. And I'm just going to have a beautiful day. I wish you all the best. And from my heart, namaste, love and light. Bye.